Second kickoff return for a touchdown of the season. First kickoff return for a touchdown to start a game since 2017.
21. I did it at FAU.
FAU. That is right. Correction. 2021.
To start off the game like that, what did that mean for the team, just to kind of get that big positive play right off the bat?
Great momentum booster. I'm willing to contribute to my team in any way. And my KOR team, they come out to execute and dominate every play. They be ready to go. So, like I said last time, that like encouraged me, give me the motivation to go. So when we sprung a big one, it wasn't really no surprise. We expect to execute.
Jane, when you do that so early in a game, you got a new quarterback starting, obviously, with Cole. That gave everybody a lift. I know that's always your attention when you're a returner, but right out of the gate, that really kind of takes a little pressure off it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely takes pressure off, and we believe in everybody on the team. So Cole going in there, it really wasn't like a worry just because we take reps in practice. He done put money in the bank to come out and execute throughout the week.
How much does this help you going forward? Now, you still obviously got to hit the road, but you got a couple of tough games, but to break that streak and to get back to a positive mindset.
Yeah, we go back to work. Celebrate hard, not long. We'll be back here tomorrow ready to go to work.
Obviously this week means a lot to the team and those around the community. To break that losing streak on this game, just kind of what does that mean for you guys?
It felt great to break the streak on this game. The 75 was definitely watching over us today, and it felt good to not disappoint the 75. And I know they got a smile on their face up there, and it felt good to not disappoint this community also. And when we read the M on our chest, it's for the community. We don't play for us. It's something bigger.
Thanks, man.
That's good. All right, everyone. Wide receiver number 4, Jamarcus Harris, 4 catches, 147 yards, 128 of those yards coming after contact.
I mean, obviously those plays were big in the past game. Your two big ones. I think one went for 62 and one for 65, and you made a couple moves after catching the ball. What was it like to finally, get in some open space for you?
Yeah, it was definitely different. As you can see, I mean, I should have scored on both of them, but it was definitely good to go out there and get this win. I think the offense as a whole gelled together. I think those catches definitely helped. Being explosives and moving the ball down the field. It gave Cole, a little sense of relief. He didn't have to sit back there and try to decipher the defense and everything. So I think it went well.
How much did you guys help him along? Obviously, his first ever start and got hit the first play and threw a pick, but he kind of steadied himself. And with your help, did you guys just kind of help him through it?
Yeah, Cole's a tough football player. He's a competitor, so. I mean, you make a mistake, you come back and fix it. That's really all it was.
Obviously, a lot of these guys have been around for a few years and been through this game and this week. And, what has this meant to you, your first go-around for the 75 week with Marshall?
They were saying all week when you first go out there and when you're playing, it definitely feels like somebody is like, one of the deceased is sitting right there next to you while you're playing, and it definitely feels like that. It felt like that tonight. Every time I caught the ball or whatever, I just looked up because it was for them. This whole game was for them. So.
Obviously, one game away from bowl eligibility, 2 games left in the regular season, and is it even more important now to take it one game at a time and just take what comes to you?
Yeah, I think we got to focus on South Alabama. We go there; it's a road game. It's going to be a tough environment. I think. Yeah, that's all I got right now. So good. Good.
For sure.
Just the feeling on winning this game in this environment with the meaning on the line, and you've talked about it. You've been around the game a lot, so and to break the streak with this game.
I always come in and I give y'all good media answers. I'm gonna be honest today. This win felt great. Going into that locker room, being able to do Harry Jacks with the boys was amazing. And then on top of that, to be able to win and just get these fans and these people in this community that cheer so hard and, they go hard for us. Some of these people, that tragedy in 1970 still lingers on today. So just to be able to go out there and win and play hard for them was amazing for sure.
Got a lot of pressure on the quarterback today. How big was that, for this defense to finally get through a couple times and to not give him much time to work in the backfield?
We knew they were air raid coming into it. We knew just being able to make him second guess himself and being able to get him to pump the ball twice, taking his first read away, that we would end up having a chance. Being able to get back to what we used to and what guys are used to seeing, which is us in the backfield being able to pressure the quarterback, made him be able to step up a few times today. And I feel like overall we did our job. We did what we were supposed to do.
Your coach said this might have been the first complete game all year with all three phases working together. Did you kind of feel that way too?
To an extent. I'm always looking to be perfect, if I'm being honest. It's not just Coach Huff. We got some things to clean up. Obviously, I feel like we played good enough to win, obviously, all three phases, big special team plays, big offense plays, big defense plays, but we still got some things that we can clean up, and we got 2 more games to do it.
You talk about the 2 games left. You can get the bowl eligibility. You can still have a lot of good things happen. So what's your focus now for these last 2? You got 1 at home, 1 on the road.
Well, we just going to focus on this one that we got coming up. We going to make sure we live tomorrow, fix what we got to fix, and we going back to work the same way we have these last few weeks.
I know that defensively you guys are big on statistics and outplaying the other defense. Cole Pennington leads the team in fumble recoveries for the season now. Is that something you're looking to work towards and get back in front of?
Oh yeah, we definitely got to step it up in the fumble recovery department. I was happy. One of those fumble recoveries was a 3-yard gain, so I wasn't too mad. But yeah.
Any further questions?
All good.
All right.
Thanks, Eli.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
How are you?
Fire away, huh? You broke the streak, obviously, in a very meaningful game. Just, Coach talked about everybody's resolve. Is that sort of the way you saw it tonight?
Yeah. Through practice, we dropped 5 straight there, but we did our best to explain to the younger guys, right? The process doesn't change, and we just got to keep kicking on that door, and we finally kicked it through tonight. So feels as good as a win as I've had in a long time.
You got a lot of pressure on the quarterback tonight, not just you, but the entire defense. How did you feel like you played, and how did that impact the game?
Yeah, feel like I played good. Probably one of my better games of the season. Probably one of the games I've hurt the least, going into the game, which is nice. Proud of the defense, proud of the defensive line, specifically in the linebackers. We got a lot of pressure tonight. We knew they were a good throwing defense or good throwing offense. So putting a lot of pressure on them, a lot of pressure on that quarterback. The DBs did a good job taking away his first read, which allowed him to hold the ball a little longer and allowed us to really rattle him a lot.
Obviously, the team culture, the morale has been, up and, in recent weeks. But how does a win like that help the locker room when you go back in there after, winning a game?
Feels great. Our team culture this year is as good as it's ever been that I've been in college. Even though we've, dropped 5 straight, it's as good as it's ever been. So I think a win right now really helps the guys that were maybe on the fence. Whenever we're explaining, you got to keep kicking, keep pushing. It really helps them see the light at the end.
On a couple of those early drives, you guys made some big stops and forced them into field goals. One they missed, they banged a couple through, but in retrospect, those are huge plays on defense.
Yeah, anything but a touchdown for us is a great thing. Obviously, we want to keep them out from getting any points, but some of those are turnovers. We start in bad, rougher field position. So if we come out, especially on a turnover, a short field, they had a really good punt returner. That kid could definitely run. He ran that one probably 40 or 50 yards all the way, almost to the end zone. I think we forced him to a field goal right there. So that's huge for the defense. It's huge momentum, especially if you win the red zone battle. Sounds good.
It's good. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Long time no see.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute.
Obviously you get in the end zone 3 times tonight. How good did it feel to get back in there and the offense worked well tonight?
Oh yeah, it felt good. Thanks to the big guys up front first, and we was able to put things together and get me in the box.
How much do you like running the Wildcat, and is that a suggestion you gave, or how did this all come about with you getting in there?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know who suggested it. Coach just told me to do it, so I did it. Honestly.
What's that feel like when you're back there where Cole is or where Cam normally stands? What's that like?
It's cool, like being in control of like everybody, telling them to get set, telling them like when to hike the ball. I like it.
Even the last one, remember when the ball, it was a low snap, right?
Mhm.
Touchdown. Walk me through that one.
I don't know. It was just everybody was hyped. The crowd was cheering. I did a little of this. I knew there was. We figured they was gonna kind of let us like score, kinda, but I don't know. I just got the snap. The ball was low, picked it up, scored.
When the game starts off with a big play like that, like Jaden had on the return, how does that help? Emotions on the sidelines. How does that help you guys get kick-started?
No, that's good because we're a team that feed off energy. So once that energy was set and we was like the energy was through the roof, that was a great way to start the game, honestly.
How do you springboard this into the last 2 now, Machine? You guys can be bowl eligible still a lot to play for. So.
Honestly, we just gotta go to practice Monday and just review the film tomorrow. Just get better each day, honestly. Thank you.
I'll go with the obvious question first. First start, how does it feel to get that one under your belt? And, obviously it ends in a W.
Yes, sir. It feels great. Just really proud of this team, proud of how they came out today, played to the final whistle, and they played their hearts out. So just really proud of this team and just how we fought and just kept clawing and scratching the whole game.
Coach said early on in the week, you kind of knew Cam wasn't going to be able to go. How much did it help to have Clint down there on the sidelines with you for this first start?
Definitely helped a lot having his knowledge and his experience and have him just guiding me throughout the game on the sideline was huge. Just getting to talk with him on the sideline after every drive, so that was definitely a big help, and I was definitely helped me out throughout the game.
Coach talked about everybody's resolve in this game. It was a tough game. You get hit on the first series and the ball flutters, but then later on you settled in, you get a couple of fumble recoveries, and is that kind of what he's talking about? Everybody play a little harder on a game like this?
I think definitely just focus on playing each play, playing in, play out. Just focus on what we had to do to execute. That was our biggest thing this week, was just talking about execution. Just focus on your job and do your job well, and the rest of the guys will do their jobs as well. Then throughout the whole game, just staying focused and just keep grinding and keep chopping wood.
Any advice from Dad as he knew you were going to go out and start?
Yeah, he just told me he was proud of me no matter what happened, and he was just proud of how hard I worked and to get to the position that I was in. And he, just gave me some advice, tell me, biggest thing, just, be a great leader and be confident in my ability and go out there and lead the guys. So that's definitely helpful to have, a dad like him to, give me advice before the game and talk to me. So.
How about the effort from your receivers tonight? I mean,
Oh,
DeMarcus breaks a couple tackles
Definitely.
and big chunk plays, and that sets up some scores.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, shout out to those guys. They played their hearts out. When they got yak when I gave them the ball, which is huge. They made things happen after the catch, and they ran great routes. They got open, so definitely shout out to them.
Obviously, you know the history of Marshall football real well. To get your first start on a game like this, what did that mean to you?
Definitely, it's definitely a cool moment. First start at 75 game, definitely surreal. So it was fun and exciting to get out there and wear the M on my helmet during a game like that. And I was just really proud of the guys and just happy for the community that were able to go out and win that game.
Right before the game starts, obviously the offense didn't go out there because of Jaden with the kickoff return, but that interaction with Cam, what was that like in the moments leading up to that game, and kind of what did he say to you that you can share?
Definitely, yeah. Cam's my brother. We're great friends. He supported me throughout the way I've supported him. I learned a lot from him, just watching him play, his advice, his experience. So, he was just giving me some advice, just, telling me to stay calm, take what's there, things like that he's experienced when he's had success on the field. So it's definitely a huge help having a guy like that and also a great friend on the sideline.
So how did you get to the point where you go out maybe there are some jitters, but then you settle in. Is that a process of several reps or a couple of series? What is it?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just focus on when you're out there, not thinking too much ahead or overthinking, really just thinking about what I got to do on this play to make it successful. What are my reads? What are my footwork? All those little things. And it kind of takes your mind away from everything else and just really helps you hone in and focus on that one play that you're running.
Couple games left in the regular season. How do you approach it, coming down the stretch?
Biggest thing is just, every day just trying to get better, focus on, going to go back and watch this film, focus on the little things I can do. So that's the biggest thing for me is just every day trying to get better, trying to become a better player, person, all that. So.
Does having a whole game on film help that development because you can see kind of a bigger sample size rather than just a few drives here, there, or a half?
Yeah, definitely. I think that definitely helps out. It's going to be a good watch for me to go back and really watch a full game in college that I can look back on and just see what I did wrong, what I did right, and just learn from it. So.
Cole, on those 2 fumble recoveries, how much does, first of all, you had to jump in there and get your nose in there, and how much does that help your team? Those are big time plays.
Definitely, that's what I said after the game. I was like, those might have been my 2 best plays, just because I saw the ball on the ground. I was like, we got to get this. This is we can't lose it here. So definitely, it helped because I was kind of tracking the guys as they were running, and luckily I was close enough to I didn't run away or anything, so I was close enough to go jump on the ground and get it. But definitely those, I was glad I was there. It was the right time for me to be in that area that I was on both plays. Be able to jump on it. So.
Told Eli this, and maybe it's something you can hold over the defense's head, but you lead the team in fumble recoveries this season now.
That's what I said. I told him, I said, maybe I need to switch to defense or something.
What's the setup for you the next 2 now? You guys are still got the chance to be bowl eligible. You got 1 home, 1 away. Tell me about your mindset now.
I think, just as a team, we're going to go back, look at the film, like I said, figure out what we can get better at, and just each day just trying to get better, just chopping wood. We got 2 great opportunities ahead of us, so as long as we just stay focused and each day in and out, we can just focus on things we can get better at. I think it'll be a good run for us, and I think that's the biggest thing is just we got to focus on what we can do to get better each day, and the result will take care of itself.
I think Luke may have asked another of the players, but the significance of winning this game for you and your dad and everybody, the tradition and the legacy that you have here.
Yeah, I think, just going into the game, I was just really making sure I cleared my mind, just focus on what I had to do for this team, how to help this team, how to be a good leader, kind of all that external things, even though, it's not all bad stuff, but I just kind of blocked all that out and focused on, my execution, what I had to do as a quarterback of the team. So that was just the biggest thing for me, was just really focus on what I had to do personally to help our team win.
Any further questions?
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.